I'm Max.
And I'm Shizuka.
And today we're going to be reacting to an old video. By the title of the video, this title should be called Shizuka Saves My Channel Again.
Well...
We are going to be reacting to our first collab video together. Technically wasn't our first one, but the first one that went viral. 12 things half Japanese people get all the time. This video was created in 2013, I think.
Yeah.
Sometime around summer. I was done with college. You were still in college at Sophia, right? By the way, if you can't tell, there's a screen right here.
Social distancing.
Social distance. Anyway, so in 2013,
it was summer for sure.
It was definitely
hot.
it was hot.
It was hot. People kept commenting on how dark I was.
Oh
like,
yeah!
It's freaking summer, you guys. Have you ever heard of a tan?
And the thing is, it was also the lighting. Like
it was the lighting and like the I don't know, the tone, the ISO or something. Like it was a little bit too warm.
I think I had like 2,000, maybe it was only like 500 subscribers. Shout out to all you OG subs who subbed.
Yeah.
I was 23 at the time, no 22 at the time.
Okay.
So I'm 30 now.
I'm 29.
This video I think had a lot of impact. I still get messages today saying like people who were like, you know, I saw it in high school. I didn't know anyone who was also half Japanese, and it was nice just to see somebody else who was half Japanese. I really appreciate all the support over the years. 6 years, a lot of people have stuck with me. We want to do this for you.
But I just want to say, like, some of the OG people might remember who I am, but I haven't been on this channel for a long time. So
Yeah,
I think
true.
Most of you guys don't know who I am anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because occasionally you'd like mention me and people would be like, who is Shizuka?
Yeah.
So we're in like a new era now where Max has his own fans.
That's true.
Which is great.
It feels so nice to hear. A little bit more backstory. I was right about to leave Japan and get a full-time job. And then before I left, I was like, I just want to do one more video. And I was like, what can I do that would be watched and relatable? And I was like, I am an expert in not many things, but I am an expert in being half Japanese. I hit you up and then we were like, okay, let's make this video. There's no shame in this. I copied the Fung Bros.
Yeah. I feel like I remember you mentioning that you wanted to do it in this style.
Yeah, I copied their format. I even used the exact same track that they use as the background.
I've got no shame in my game.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Hey guys!
I'm Max.
And I'm Shizuka, and welcome to Happa Hour, where we're gonna talk about Happa Hour.
All right, right there, I'll stop it. We were just familiar.
Just learned this word because we didn't grow up in Hawaii or California, so we just found out about.
I knew Hafu when I was like 16, but I was like, oh, they say Happa or Happa or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's call it Happa Hour for the West Coast audiences.
But we've learned since then. Happa. So let's get started.
Number one.
So what are you? The what are you question. I've gotten what are you when I was back in Canada. And I was like, just regular old me.
It's not really offensive, it's kind of funny because they kind of give you the squint eyes.
Yeah, shifty eyes. I love your old meme game back in the day.
Yeah.
You used to put a ton of little GIFs and things in there.
I mean, you encouraged it. You're like, maybe we should put something
Put
there.
more.
Yeah.
I think at the time, we just wanted it to be really engaging.
I'm always impressed at past Max's effort.
You put a lot more effort in the past. I feel like
God.
nowadays.
But also, I want to mention we filmed this back when you're not actually supposed to film in this area in YouTube space. They said you could film vlogs, but I didn't have enough subs to actually film in the studio, so you can hear people talking in the background. By the way, shout out to this fan. It's not the same fan, but we put it up.
Shout out to the fans.
Yeah.
Number two. You don't look Japanese. You don't look white. Are you sure you're black? Oh, I thought you were Mexican. Yeah, because I don't really look that white, so everyone kind of assumes that I'm just Japanese or actually sometimes Chinese. Well,
Why?
You?
Yeah, I put I love cows.
I love cows.
I don't know why I did that.
Or I love.
You know, it's funny though because a lot of people still think you're like 100% Asian.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I feel like some people are finally picking up on the fact that I'm not fully Asian. Hopefully.
It's the Blake Lively like look-alike thing.
There's
She looks like Blake Lively.
So there was somebody in the comments who's in this video, I think, who said that for the first time.
And people think I'm either half or just white.
But another part that it causes problems for is if you're kind of into acting, you can't quite get the role that you want.
Oh, Peepon-chan!
Peepon-chan! Max on like a variety show.
We need to react to Peepon-chan soon.
I don't.
Are
Ooh,
you allowed
that's.
to? Long story short, Shizuka was on a kids show.
Like 10 years, actually 10 years
It's
ago
still
now.
good though. You still remember it? That was amazing.
I don't remember the choreography.
Oh, like this video if you want to see that. Like and
Ooh.
comment.
I will cringe so hard if we ever make this
It'd be
reaction
perfect.
video.
It'd be perfect.
Of what it is you have to be.
Exactly. So it looks kind of like this.
Next.
Okay. Whew.
Not white enough. Next.
Oh,
Next.
but is it my eyes? Okay, Master
forgot you
Ninja casting auditions. Next, Max Capo.
Yes, that's me.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're so ganky.
I was so
Asian.
I'm totally Asian.
I'm sorry.
I-
Next.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Let's be clear. I can do it. I can do it. That was ad-lib, by the way. You
Wait,
didn't
was
know
it?
I was gonna do that.
I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think I was like, oh, what is she doing?
That's why you're laughing in the background.
You are also I mean, you're still Genki. It's the same.
Yep. Yeah. Well, like you can just tell that we've gotten.
Yeah, you
Older.
can tell. Like,
Very
I've also got jaded on like auditions and stuff like that. So, like, every half Japanese person, I feel like when they come to Japan, not every, but
Not
a
every.
very large percent go into the
Into
acting,
yeah.
the
Showbiz.
into showbiz, at least for a little bit. So during this time, it was still kind of like popular.
Yeah.
Now it's more like there's so many in the world. Not true, but in Tokyo, yes, there's.
There's a lot. There's just more and more kids are Hafu. Like I think when we first came to Japan, not as much.
So I actually feel like this video, there was like half Japanese content going around, but it was nothing quite like this video
Yeah.
where we tried to make it a little more like funny, YouTubey, talking about like the funny experiences we've had. And a lot of other half Japanese creators are way bigger than us. Like I feel like have come across this video.
A lot of half Japanese people have watched this video. During this time, almost every half Japanese person I would happen to meet, they'd be like, hey, I saw you on a YouTube video.
yeah.
So like, I think just this went around the Hafu community
Yeah,
all
yeah,
around the
it-
world.
And I sometimes ask myself, is it like it's become more normal, I guess? Normal in the sense that on YouTube you can definitely find a lot of half
Yeah.
Japanese creators,
Yes.
half Asian creators. But at the time, I still feel like some people just didn't have something to go to if they're half Japanese and could relate to.
Yeah.
But now, like, even Terrace House was really big, right? In the past,
Mm-hmm.
like, 4 years, there's half Japanese people on that. And then everyone would say, you should be on Terrace House because you're half Japanese.
I remember that. Everybody would say that.
Honestly, I was like, I want to be on Terrace House.
And honestly, we have both applied. Speaking of, like, there was not much half Asian content at the time, I met Phil from Wong Fu.
Oh, you got me a shout out from him.
Yes, I did.
Max, how's it going?
Hey Max, we just met your friend Shizuka.
Keep up the videos, keep working together, keep making stuff and having fun.
Good luck.
Bye.
Thank you.
Shout out to Wong Fu. They're the true OGs of YouTube Asian entertainment.
Yeah, it's true. But he was really nice, and I told him that we made videos like this about being half Japanese. He said good luck, but then weirdly, not long after, he started his own like
Oh yeah.
half Asian channel.
Was it half Asian channel or
It was called like ISAT.
Yeah, it wasn't half Asian, but he had a couple videos about being half Asian,
no,
Joanna and
and I don't remember the
Steve
other guy.
or something like
I don't
that.
remember his name. So, and like the timing was so weird because I had told him about our video.
Let's just say we hope we inspired Philip.
We may have, yeah.
It's very possible. When is when is Philip gonna hit us up?
Number 4.
Which half are you more of? This is a funny one.
More
Which
of.
half are you more of?
Whoa, that's actually like suddenly it strikes me as a really deep question. Because I mean, technically you're 50-50, but I grew up in Canada my whole life, and then now I've been in Japan for 4 years, so I feel like
4 years. I'm still a freshman in Japan.
Now it's
okay,
what?
I'm a veteran
Do you
now.
have an answer? Do you feel like you can just say it?
Like 11 years now.
Oh, jeez. That's a...
right?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm drinking a chocolate brownie.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm such a basic bitch in this video.
50-50
I
side
come
right
off as
Well, I
that.
think especially.
I don't think I really am. I think it was just for this video.
Just weird. It was intentional. Let's just say it was intentional.
I was probably, I
Shizuka
was just
is
drinking a
not
bunch of chocolate. Why
A
not?
basic. No. I was saying Shizuka's not a basic bitch. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear about that. I also sound a little bit like a valley girl. I think it was just a weird thing that came out while being on this video.
While specifically on this video.
I don't normally talk very valley girly, do I?
I honestly have no
I
idea.
don't know.
The Canadian comes out a lot.
Does it though?
The bag.
Big.
Bag. When you say
I
bag.
don't say big.
Yeah, you do. Bag.
I don't say big.
Give me. I need my bag. What were we even
Bag.
talking about in this point?
What are you more of?
Yeah, a lot of like full Asian, full Japanese people also understood this because it's kind of like it was relatable for those people too.
Yeah.
Everyone's white, so you want to be like proud of your Japaneseness, because you can't really be proud about being white.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, he said it.
You know what I mean?
I said, you know what I mean too.
Yeah, it's
So-
very relevant to the current social climate.
So that was a comment in here. I remember. It's like, why can't you be proud of being white? And the thing of that I meant by you know what I mean is I will explain it. 6 years later, I will explain what I meant. If you say like white pride in America, it looks like you're like a neo-Nazi or something. That's what I meant. Like you can be proud of your heritage, but the joke was, you know, you can say Asian pride, right? In
Yeah.
America, you can say black pride. But if you say white pride, like I mean it as a joke because it's just ironic. You can't be proud of being white because you look like you're
A white
a
supremacist.
white supremacist.
But don't read too much into that comment. I guess that's the main thing. You can still be proud of your heritage.
Yes.
Just don't be
From an American
just don't
standpoint.
be a white supremacist.
Yeah.
Number 5.
So where did your parents meet?
Yeah, it's kind of a valid question because I mean, like, if your parents come from different countries,
Yeah, it's falling.
if they come from different countries, then
That'd
you know,
be
you
wild if it fell down the
That
same
would be
time.
great.
be in the same country. But some people, they feel like it's too personal of a question and they feel kind of offended by it because it's like something that some people ask you right when
People actually do get offended. I've seen
Yeah,
people get
yeah.
heated. They're like,
How did your parents
How
meet?
dare
But
you
I
ask me
personally
about
don't
that?
take offense.
I don't
That's true.
personally care.
That's true.
It's just like a curiosity thing.
It's like a conversation starter. Oh, I'm half Japanese. Oh,
Yeah, because if
how did
one,
this happen?
yeah, I think it's a valid question.
Yes.
But just don't be too nosy when you've just met someone.
Number 6. So your mom's Japanese, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
It's usually not the other way around.
That's crazy.
I remember specifically I had somebody.
Yeah,
so your mom's
I thought
Japanese,
so.
right? Like literally, it was this like verbatim on this one.
But I'm watching that, I'm just like, oh, that's so cringy. Because people actually say it like that. I've gotten that before.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not other half Japanese people that say that.
Yep.
And usually not Japanese people that say that.
You're right. It's only non-Japanese people that say that. Yeah.
But in Japan, actually, the biggest international marriage is, I think, Japanese men to Filipino women.
Yeah.
So on that side, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Number 7. A hafu. かっこいいね。私もハーフで生まれたかったな。
This still happens.
Half babies are so cute.
You get the half babies are so
They are
cute.
cute though.
And then
are
you feel
cute.
kind of awkward and you don't know how to respond to it. You're like, yeah.
We were cute.
I said it.
And they always say like,
Photos
it's
in
like,
there.
No, I don't say thank you. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm just
no.
like,
No,
it's not a big deal.
Which
polite
it's
way.
not. For my whole life, I just
Japanese.
never thought about being half. And no one even asked any questions about it. I guess I went to a really, like, open-minded school.
It was pretty awesome for me in school. I got the Master Ninja because I was
Oh, yeah.
Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a role in like a play?
Yeah, it was a role in a play when I was in 8th grade. That's why my Instagram name is Max the MN. It used to be Master Ninja.
Max
But
the
then,
Master.
yeah, and then like my karate sensei Chinzo Machida, who's like a true like MMA fighter, followed me, and I was like, I don't want to call myself Master Ninja.
Okay, bringing, like, the thing, the obsession that Japanese people have with half Japanese people. And it's like, there's really nothing special about us.
Or we should just keep saying we are special. We'll get more advantages.
We're cool people, but not because we're half Japanese. You're cool because you're you.
Wise words by Shizuka.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
I remember this.
That is so.
You're cool because you're you. Confused Shizuka say. I haven't put the mustache on. I don't feel like Japanese people are like actually feel bad to be born as Japanese. Like when they say like hafu de umareta katta na, it's like I almost feel like it's actually just being nice, right?
Oh,
Like, kinda- it's
there's,
like- it's like
tateru.
Cool, so
Like,
it's like
tatesaseru.
it's almost like it's supposed to be a compliment.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I think they're exaggerating a little bit, but there are definitely some people. Like I remember girls at university would sometimes be like, halfina. They would say that a lot, and it was just because being half was kind of popular in the media at the time.
Number 8. Hanatakai ne. Hanatakai means like you have a high nose. I definitely got that a lot when I came to Japan. Japanese people think it's great. Like they wish that they had like bigger noses. When I first came to Japan, I felt really weird about that comment. But this isn't exclusive to half Japanese people. I've met a lot of foreigners who get the same comments, and then the people just like look at their nose like through all the angles, and they just go around. They're like,
they go through like a
and
360 nature.
I didn't know it.
But
Your
anyway,
meme
the high nose
game.
thing, it's
So it was
supposed
always
to be a
there.
good thing. So
This
don't
wasn't
get to
even
take
when
offense,
memes were that
but it's
big
still
yet.
kind
I feel
Number
like you
9.
kind of started the trend.
Am I
Maybe.
Asian? Where do I belong?
Identity crisis.
Mm.
Did you have an identity crisis?
I had one when I came to Japan because when I was in Canada, I didn't doubt that I was Canadian. But then when I came to Japan, everyone doubted that I was Canadian. So I started
Right.
to doubt that I was Canadian, and then I just don't know what I am anymore. But over the past 4 years, I kind of got over it and figured out.
Yeah, get
that-
over it.
I got over it, okay? I finally kind of accepted that I'm not just Canadian, but I'm also Japanese. But did you have one?
No, I didn't have a crisis, but it was kind of like an identity issue.
It's not quite a crisis yet.
Number 10.
It's a thing.
Whoa, you're so exotic.
Oh my god, it's the bro is back. That was
I don't
very
know.
bro.
Number 3.
Why did we do that?
We were just trying to be creative
Oh, yeah.
with our intros.
The happy note.
Yeah.
And look,
Have you had that before?
I have had this in Japan, and I had it in California too.
Really?
I was in California one time, both like had that moment of like, we know we're Hapa.
You kind of acknowledge each other.
I feel like now that since there's so many more half people though, like I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say this is not as much of a thing anymore. Before, when there were fewer half Japanese or half Asian people, when you saw another person like
Yeah.
you, you're kind of like, your radar is kind of up. But now, like, there's a lot more
Yeah.
in Tokyo and probably all around the world. So
And definitely because through the internet, it's like, oh, there's other people like me.
yeah, I think
And-
we're just aware now.
Number 12.
You look.
That was
The last one. That was actually pretty good.
that was pretty good.
日本語は no, English, okay?
Oh, you're Japanese. Oh, but you're from. It's so hard. People
People
just generally looking confused around you. We put this at the end because all the other 12 are related to this final thing. Let's just leave it down.
Nice take. Smooth. It was hot too.
I guess we said confusion, but it's like an interest. And
Yeah.
The interest is what makes it kind of cool.
See you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Sophia University and let it go. We filmed the drama short at Sophia University, and it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's very cheesy, but I mean, this was like our first dramatic comedy
Yes.
video.
To close the video, I wanted to think if we could add anything. I don't really have much to add to the list. I feel like we did a good job 6 years ago.
I'm actually quite impressed with our video. I feel like it's very fun to watch. It's
Yeah.
very lighthearted and I
It
think
was
it
so
was
lighthearted.
surprisingly good.
If you're half Japanese, half Asian, and want to add something, just put it in the comments. Thanks, Shizuka, for being on my channel.
Thank you.
Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.